Good Monday, everyone. Welcome to GardenStateWeather.com, New Jersey and the Northern Mid-Atlantic region's superior forecasting site, also national weather as well. This is the daily video forecast discussion on this beautiful but refreshing Monday after a very hot weekend that we just had, the 24th of May, 2021. I'm meteorologist Robert Smith. We're going to take a look at a lot of stuff today. Hang on. And at 8:24 this evening, or this morning actually, the Statue of Liberty live cam from SkylineWebcams.com. View of New York, view of the Statue of Liberty, the Verrazano Narrow Bridge here, and the Freedom Tower from the Liberty Warehouse, if this is loading. And it is at 8:25 this morning. It's loading, and we can see the water is in the Hudson River here is very calm. There's a lot of stratocumulus clouds around New York City skyline this morning, but that's all going to clear out during the mid to late morning and early afternoon. This is a very live view right now from the Liberty Warehouse, and it's taking us out from the Verrazano Narrow Bridge and the Freedom Tower to the Liberty Warehouse here. This is an overview right now live over Manhattan skyline this morning as the sun is up and running with a cool air mass in place. And there is Our Lady. There is our Statue of Liberty here. Just gorgeous. And as always, we go to the Rutgers University New Jersey Weather Network here, where we find the latest extremes at 8:20 this morning. Mannington Township has a warm temperature of 65, West Creek 64, also Lower Alloways Creek, Fortescue and Basking Ridge also at 64. These are the warm spots right now. High Point Monument at 53, Blue Mountain Lakes 56, also at High Point 56, and 58 in Vernon and Wantage. At the New Jersey Rutgers University Meteorology Program in New Brunswick here at 62, and the wind is out of the east-northeast at about 6, gusting at about 11 miles per hour. Taking a look at other temperatures in the region. Right now, they're in the upper 50s to lower 60s. This is a big change from the last couple of days here, especially yesterday. Today's minimums, well, they bottomed out into the low 50s to around 60 right along the coast, and low 60s here in central and southern New Jersey. The big difference here is the dew point. And the dew point right now is a big change from the last 24 hours. Dew points right now are in the mid 40s to around 50 degrees, and that looks good, and that makes the relative humidity values look very enticingly nice in the 50s to lower and mid 60s across the region. Precipitation, we're going to go back towards today. Nothing now. Let's do the totals from today. Nothing. But there were some showers and thunderstorms around the region yesterday. We'll get into that in just a moment. Let's do the visible satellite view here. We can get into that. And it looks good. Does it? It's trying to pull up. Yeah. There's a lot of clearing here in northwestern New Jersey, but there's still clouds left over from the front that passed through just to the south of us overnight into this morning. And right along New York City's harbor here in the southeastern New York and around the coast, there's still quite a lot of cloudiness right now. But clearing is on the way. Taking a look at the latest decoded surface observations here in New Jersey, we still have some overcast skies at about 4,800 to 48,000, 4,800 feet here in central and southern New Jersey here. Some high clouds now at 25,000 feet scattered in Morristown, but still lots of clouds around the region. As we just showed you, temperatures are still in the 60s. Basically 71 maybe at Navy Lakehurst, and again, this temperature doesn't look right to me. We've been having a big problem with Navy Lakehurst lately. in their observations. The other day they were reporting 90-something degrees while everybody else was in the 70s and 80s. So dew points temperatures have dropped down considerably, and the winds are basically variable northeast to southeast here at about speeds less than 10 miles an hour, and high pressure is now in control. I think this shows up nicely here from the New Jersey surface map here. We still have a northwest flow developing across northwestern New Jersey and the Hudson River Valley area, but still an onshore flow here in central and southern New Jersey, and the skies are basically obscured or overcast, as we can see. Haven't used this map in quite a while. This is from FluStar, National Coronavirus Activity Map. Obviously, in the places like Washington and Oregon here, it's been moderate to heavy over the last several weeks. Here in New York City and New Jersey areas, it's on the low to medium side, but still coronavirus, or what they're reporting as COVID-19, is still very prevalent. Again, cold and flu, well, you mix that in. Whether it's COVID or cold and flu, we don't know. Still a lot of people coughing here. There's lots of allergies here. I've never seen this amount of pollen come down from the trees yesterday or the last week or even this morning. And when I look at the ground, I'm thinking to myself, can there be any more pollen that's going to come down from the trees here? I mean, it's just ridiculous. And there are people here and here and here reporting strep, fever. It's on the low to medium side, but still, and of course, when you go to the flu map, it shows like, okay, now it's finally showing something in Maine here on the low side or the low to medium side here. So you take this, COVID, and you take this, the flu. Who knows what anybody's reporting anymore? Obviously, this week is National Boat Safety Week. There was a small craft accident here from somebody from Pennsylvania who went into South Jersey waters and passed away. We'll get into that in just a moment. I'm sorry to hear about this. Let's take a look at some of the record events over the last 24 hours here. Record high temperature or record high minimum temperature of 68 was set at Kennedy, New York yesterday, and this ties the old record of 63 set back in 2010. Let's go back here. We had a record high minimum temperature of 65 set in Islip, New York yesterday, and that breaks the old record of 63 set back in 2013. Here's another one here from this morning. Record minimum high temperature of 68 set in Newark, New Jersey yesterday, and this ties the old record of 68 back in 2003. Let's take a look at this. Record high temperature 92 set at Kennedy, New York yesterday. That breaks the old record of 89 set in 1964. And yes, I've seen the flocks of people at the Jersey Shore, and that's another reason why I was not there yesterday, nor would I be today. Record high temperature 87 yesterday, set in Bridgeport, Connecticut today, actually, on Saturday, actually. So this breaks the old record of 85 back in 1981. And the other report is the record high temperature of 94 set at Kennedy, New York, yesterday. And this ties the old record of 94 set back in 1992. Let's see, record reports here coming in. Record high temperature tied at Georgetown, Delaware, 93 degrees yesterday afternoon, and this ties the record high for the state, which was previously set back into 1964. Yeah. Now we go here. Let's go here, another record event here. It's going to come up now. Record high yesterday, 94 in Atlantic City. And that is at the International Airport in Pomona. This ties the record high for the temperature for the date set back in 1964. Let's check this out. Another record high temperature tide at Wilmington, Delaware. 94 degrees set back in 1925. That was yesterday. And take a look at this. Another record high tide at Atlantic City Marina was 88. This ties the record of 88 set back in 1903. So we know it was very hot yesterday. And, we know all of this. We can see it. Here's another record high temperature at Georgetown, 93. And that breaks the old record of 92 set back in 1996. Like I said, we're going nowhere here with the allergies. It's just incredible at this time of the year in late May, the final week before the Memorial Day weekend here, and I've not seen so much pollen from oaks and maples and ashes fall to the ground. I mean, the ground and the cars and everything completely covered. People sneezing, whistling, they're not whistling, but they're wheezing. And, the forecast doesn't look too good. No, it's still on the very high, medium to high side right through Friday. And this is the 5-day forecast now for Morristown, New Jersey, not far from our weather center here. The current state, again, if this shows up again, it's beyond. Yesterday was like 10. 12 is like the highest. Medium to high today. So, and tomorrow is no better. Okay, we're going to go back to yesterday afternoon where, temperatures were like soaring here into the 80s and 90s. People, like, the beaches were like flocked. Everybody saw, all the webcams in New Jersey at any beach that you went to yesterday was like extremely covered, saturated with people. It was just incredible. And Doppler radar from yesterday afternoon had a few thunderstorms drop in along this cold front, mostly away from the New Jersey waters. But there was something interesting that occurred, and this is a sea breeze front right now, which developed across central and southern New Jersey's Ocean and Cape May counties here, and then went inland. You can see this on Doppler here. Yeah, very clearly. And it went into the I-95 corridor and the turnpike and then just dissipated. And then here comes the additional showers and thunderstorms that formed over southeastern Pennsylvania. And right now, yeah, there is precipitation here, but not here. Hold on. Quite a change of air mass this morning with temperatures in the upper 50s to around 60 in the New York City metropolitan area, northern and central New Jersey. Everything seems like a blip here, but there's still showers and thunderstorms here, not showing up with lightning that we can see over Pittsburgh and down through just south of Altoona here and Hagerstown in Maryland. Yeah, there's a change in the air mass right here, big time, and this is going to stall out and then come back. So today is going to be quite calm and quite beautiful around most of the region in terms of temperature and sky cover, but that's going to change. And by the midweek period, we're heading back up into the upper 80s and lower 90s, and showers and thunderstorms by Wednesday afternoon and Wednesday evening. Then a strong cold front comes through, and that changes our precipitation and temperature pattern again as we head into the Memorial Day weekend, big time. First off, today I'm not doing the national forecast included in this. Just want to focus in on the New Jersey, New York, Philadelphia I-95 corridor. Our New Jersey regional temperatures today, a big change from yesterday, and it's a big change coming up too during the midweek period. Today we're going to start off in the upper 60s to around 70, cooler right along the coast. Tomorrow with that front beginning to move north, temperatures rebound into the mid and upper 70s across the region, cooler along the ocean ports once again, where the water temperatures are about 60 to, 58 to 64 degrees for the ocean water temperatures. There have been a lot of water rescues over the last week here in New Jersey. I don't know what people are thinking when they go into the water in unguarded lifeguard beaches, or small craft, actually, too, because it's National Boat Safety Week. Temperatures on Wednesday, again, this could be a problem because temperatures are going to soar into the 90s here, away from the water. Upper 80s along the coast, 90s inland in the metro areas with showers and thunderstorms. We'll get into that in a minute. Temperatures behind that front on Thursday still in the mid to the upper 80s, but it is a big change with another cold front coming through on Friday. Temperatures back into the low and mid 70s, even upper 60s as you head to the north and west into the mountains here. Temperatures in your holiday weekend coming up on Saturday, again in the upper 60s, but the weather is going to be delightful for Memorial Day weekend, but chilly actually for this time of the year. And temperatures rebound a little bit on Sunday, May 30th, before Memorial Day actually gets going here with temperatures in the low to the mid 70s. Wanted to take a look at the high temperature anomalies. Well, for today, they're about 5, 6, 7 degrees below normal. Tomorrow they rise about 3, 4 degrees above normal, well above normal, like 15, 18, 20 degrees above normal on Wednesday. Air conditioners are required. No doubt about it that, air conditioning people are like overwhelmed by the fact that the heat came on so fast and then it dissipated and then it's coming on again. And so if your central air isn't working and you're waiting for appointments to fix it, which I know several people are, they're coming, but it's just going to take some time, unfortunately. You're going to have to use some fans and, some wet napkins around you to keep cool. Temperatures on Thursday, again, about 9 to 10 degrees above normal, but big change. By Friday as another secondary cold front comes through. Temperatures 2 to 3 degrees below normal, even 8 to 10 degrees below normal here across the Poconos and southeastern New York. And then on Saturday, look, it's 9, 10 degrees, 12 degrees below normal, just about everywhere, even the coast. Beautiful weather, but chilly. And then finally, as we head into Memorial Day weekend here on Sunday, temperatures are below normal, but the weather is going to be fantastic. Next up here, I want to take a look at the National Weather Service's digital database high temperature potential records here. Nothing today, nothing tomorrow here over the Ohio River Valley and Southwest, yes. By the time we get into Wednesday, yeah, there's a lot of temperatures that could be broken here in the New Jersey I-95 Philadelphia corridor. Nothing on Thursday here. And nothing, of course, on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday under this domain. But we want to pay attention to Wednesday. The heat is really going to be on, and you're going to really need your air conditioning to work. Next up, what I want to do is look at the European high-resolution model guidance for the Northeastern United States for the next, 10 days, maybe less than that. Any kind of precipitation that's over the area of central and southeastern Pennsylvania now is going to wax and wane. The next chance of precipitation around here comes on Wednesday, actually, with some showers and thunderstorms. This is it's not a mesoscale model. We'll get into the mesoscale from the HRR and NAM model guidance, actually, as we head into Wednesday. And then the secondary cold front comes through on Friday and Saturday with additional showers across the region, and that exits, and a nice weekend is heading up into your direction for Memorial Day weekend. Looks nice, cool, cooler than average, and basically dry. Total accumulated precipitation here. Let's see if we can pull this up here and take this out all the way until next Thursday, June 3rd. Basically, a half of an inch to a quarter of an inch in showers and thunderstorms in this area here. So that doesn't really look too bad. And we're not in a drought, although we are getting dry. And if you look at the grass that was so plush green, you can now see that the tips of the grass is now turning brown. Normally, I wouldn't use the NAM model, not normally the GFS, but the NAM model doesn't take us out as far. So the next chance of really any kind of convective activity like showers and thunderstorms is going to come in on late Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening with that cold front. That's going to be cold front number 1. Then cold front number 2 comes in on Friday to reinforce a very chilly start to the holiday weekend, and it's going to make the difference between, where we are now. It's also going to make a big difference in temperatures between Wednesday and Friday here, and when that clears out, there goes everything. Not a lot of cloud cover here. The GFS is probably overdoing this with the surface low off the coast hugging onto that front over the weekend, but this looks, I'm not sure. This doesn't look right to me, but again, it could happen. Here comes another cold front early next week too, and another one right behind it next Friday, the 4th. Hold on. And one final note before I leave the broadcast for today, solar flare frenzy. Impact expected March, May 25th here. Of course, this is Electroverse, and it may not be on your side of the coin of climate change or anything that you're used to, but the data here and the broadcaster here on Electroverse is actually way more intelligent than most human beings are. So you can check this out at electroverse.net. Electroverse.net. Today also, this forecaster talks about decades of failed tipping point and the prophecies of climate change. And if you really want to know the truth here, let's look back at yesterday. This volcano here in Ganga erupts to 45,000 feet. Dr. Congo orders citywide evacuation. So, again, if you really want to look at climate, which is the direction that I'm going in as a meteorologist, actually, I wouldn't put anything behind you, and I wouldn't say that everything that happens to you is a causation from, just climate change. Climate change is happening everywhere we go, and it's a global scale and an economic scale as well. So if you really want to get into climate and the understanding of why governments choose to or not to get into the idea that, our globe is changing, and it's not global warming, actually. No. Oh, no, 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 no. It's not, actually. There's science behind everything, and science runs the roost. So that's it for today for GardenStateWeather.com, GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. I'm meteorologist Robert Smith. If you really want to have a brilliant mind, you're going to have to investigate the truth out of things. Otherwise, you'll continue to be the idiocy that we know. Have a pleasant Monday.